Hi, I'm Lee Humerian from Phinehas, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to our interview with Phinehas. How are you?
How you doing? Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for talking with AMBY today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
It's my pleasure. So you have just hit the road with For Today. How are the shows treating you?
It's been incredible. For Today is just such a great band, and they've been doing it for so long, and they kind of picked us up out of our little world of touring that we aren't used to playing sellouts and stuff. So we've been real fortunate to be out with them. This is our kind of third tour in the matter of about 13 months that we've done with them. The first one was only 5 shows, but we did the Wake tour with them, and now this one, and it's just been unreal. It's been incredible.
You're known to have the odd 1 or 2 mosh pits and also the Wall of Deaths when you perform.
Yes,
See some gnarly footage of that.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy. Our new album has a really great spot for a Wall of Death, and it's now we're playing that song last, and so it's just chaos. It's kind of cool, and everyone's been safe so far, which has been really good too. So.
What are your thoughts when you're watching all of that going on from the stage?
It's honestly, more often than not, it's just like I really hope no one gets hurt, because that would feel terrible. Because I mean, obviously people are the risk of getting hurt is like part of the fun of like being in the mosh pit, but of course you never want anyone to get seriously injured. So, but it's also like when people like doing backflips last night and stuff, which was just like, this is insane. So sometimes I'm just like more entertained than they probably are, honestly. So.
Get a little distracted too.
Yeah. It's like, all right, got to play my parts right. So.
Well, you dropped your new record Till the End last summer. I was wondering, just with the band members being in so many different places while recording it throughout America, were there a lot of Skype sessions going on while you made it, or how did that come to be?
Yeah, it's very true. Our guitarist Daniel lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Our bassist Bryce lives in DeWitt, Iowa. Me and Sean live in Southern California. And so for Sean and Dan, Dan wrote, obviously, most of it guitar-wise, but Sean also plays guitar. And so there was a period, I think right before Christmas, I want to say, of 2014, that Sean flew to Atlanta and for like probably 10 days or so to meet up with Dan just to kind of write and stuff. So they kind of got a bunch of ideas together, and then Dan, who has some production experience, recorded the pre-production and recorded all the DI guitar and the drum ideas and stuff. And so not as many Skype sessions, but a lot of emailing, a lot of, hey, what do you think of this idea? Oh, I think that's awesome. I mean, Dan, most of what Dan sent, all of us were just like, this is amazing. Let's release it right now,
Yeah.
But, there's a few things here and there that we tweaked, but, he's so talented that it was so easy. We're just like, yeah, you just do your thing, and everything he sent, we loved for the most part. So, it was a unique experience, but, Dan made it kind of easy for us to be confident heading into the studio. So,
what's next on the music front for you? Have you started recording or writing any new material?
We're kind of right on the cusp of beginning to write. There were a few ideas that we had that we thought maybe we put on Till the End. We ended up kind of shelving them for this next record. So we have a couple ideas here and there. For the most part, we're going to be kind of starting with a clean slate. So the plan is we got a couple more tours coming up before the summer, and then we think it'll be a little bit slower summer for us, so we're probably going to end up writing probably in June, start in June, and then our singer Sean is getting married in August, and so that'll be a good time for us. We'll be off the road for at least a month, probably a couple months at least, and so Dan will have plenty of opportunity to be able to write, to be at home, and just kind of lock himself in his room and start writing. So I think we're getting some ideas together. Even on this tour, we've been kind of bouncing off a couple of things here and there, but we're just about to kind of head in that direction and start prepping.
I found it really cool that there is a Star Wars inspired song on the album.
Yeah.
I thought it was only me who noticed that, and then you actually posted something on your page the other day, and
Absolutely.
Not crazy.
Yeah.
Are you big Star Wars fans?
We are. Yeah, absolutely. There's a line in the song More Than Skin that you could strike me down and I'll return tenfold, which is obviously the line from A New Hope that Obi-Wan Kenobi says. I remember when Sean recorded that in the studio, and I was just like, Star Wars? And he's like, yeah. So obviously, the meaning is a little different than the Star Wars, the Force meaning or whatever. But we have a couple, and there's also in our second album, the song Dyson Sphere. Dyson Sphere is actually a Star Trek reference too. So there's kind of a little nerddom from both universes or whatever. But you know, it's some fun that Sean's a huge sci-fi nerd, as am I, and so it's something we enjoy doing. So.
Are there ever debates within the band, like Star Trek or Star Wars?
There's never debates. Honestly, if you like Bryce, who is always kind of falls asleep to Netflix, there was a period we'd be on tour and like every night he'd have Star Trek: The Next Generation just going. They'd play like 8 episodes at a time, or whatever. So we definitely have some big Star Trek fans in the band. But we also love Star Wars as well. I would say Bryce is probably more of a Trekkie than he is a Star Wars fan. I would say Sean and I are probably more equal. Like we both really love Star Wars. At the beginning of this tour, we're kind of talking like some of our theories from the new one or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Well, what's the next one gonna be like? So it's just been a lot of fun. We don't. It's not like so serious that it's like consumes our lives or whatever. But it's fun. It's fun for us. To have those conversations when we're on the road. Just kind of pass the time, I guess.
Before this interview, I was outside just checking out your merch, and you have some super, super cool items.
Thank you.
For you, from a show you've been to, what's one of the coolest items you've bought from a concert?
Well, I mean, obviously, our best friends at Silent Planet have amazing merch. Band dudes everywhere are wearing it. I'm actually wearing a Silent Planet shirt right now, and this is actually the shirt I wear every single day. If you know me, I literally wear this every day. Like this is the one pair of pants I have, and the one shirt I have, and then the one I've actually busted out this little flannel on this tour, and my bandmates were very, very freaked out. They're like, "What is that?"
There's something new.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a little different, but it's been colder. It was like -13 Fahrenheit yesterday, which I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's cold. I know that it's cold. Yeah, I mean, I love Silent Planet. They're our best friends. They're both from Southern California. Both our bands are, and so I love supporting them, and I love the way this shirt looks. I love the way it feels. So I wear this one when I'm not playing shows, and then I have a different one that's basically the same shirt. Just the pocket is actually gray, or the pocket is gray on this one. The pocket is black on my show shirt, and so that's the shirt I wear to drum. So it's fun supporting those guys. It's kind of become like my thing, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get out of it, I guess, at this point.
I haven't met someone with like a signature outfit.
It's a little weird, the guys, I try to do laundry as much as possible, just so because I'm wearing the same shirt every day, same pants every day, so I don't want to smell bad.
You're all right now, so don't worry.
Awesome, praise God.
Yes.
For that. I was worried. I was like, I haven't done laundry in a week or so, but yeah.
Smelling fresh.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Well, before you have to hop on stage in a couple hours, last question. Anything you want to say to your fans who'll be viewing the interview?
Yeah, to anyone watching this, whether you've been supporting Phinehas, for years and years and years, or this is, your first glimpse into our little world, we just want to thank you. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to be out here. We're playing Toronto, Canada tonight, and that's just to be in a different country playing is unreal. And we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys supporting us, and just overall, buying merch and buying CDs, coming to shows. You guys are the fuel that keeps this kind of fire going, and so we want to keep going for as long as we're called to do it, and you guys empower that. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for your support.
That was like one of the best parting messages we have ever had.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Absolutely. Great meeting you. Thanks for having us.
Remember, everyone viewing can visit us at amusicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. We will see you next time.